Charm is a glow within a woman that casts a most becoming light on others. John Mason Brown. Gentlemen, when it comes to the dance of romance, making her chase you obsessively might seem like a game best left to luck or raw attraction. But there's a deeper, more strategic approach that goes beyond superficial tactics. It's about cultivating a persona so compelling, multifaceted, and genuinely intriguing that she finds herself irresistibly drawn to you. Forget the tired cliches and overused tricks. This is about becoming the kind of man who naturally commands attention and respect, effortlessly sparking a desire in her to be part of your world. Ready to dive into the nuances of authentic attraction and make her chase you like never before. Let's explore the unconventional, brutally honest ways to become utterly irresistible. Number 1. Master the art of subtle dominance. Subtle dominance is like being the captain of a ship without constantly yelling orders. It's about steering the wheel confidently, but making everyone feel like they're part of the journey. It's the difference between saying, "We're doing this my way, end of story," and suggesting, "Hey, why don't we try this out? I have a good feeling about it." In a relationship, subtle dominance means guiding things without being overbearing. When you're deciding on a restaurant, instead of the classic, "I don't know, where do you want to go" scenario, take charge with, "I know a great sushi place you'll love." It's confident but considerate, showing you care about her experience while still leading the way. When it comes to planning dates, subtly dominant guys don't leave everything to chance. Instead of a vague, "What do you want to do this weekend?" you could say, "I've got tickets to that concert you mentioned and reserved a spot at that new cafe afterward." It's decisive and thoughtful, making you look like someone who has his act together without being a control freak. Subtle dominance is also about nonverbal cues. Maintain good posture, make eye contact, and use calm, measured tones. It's the difference between a confident, "I've got this" vibe and a desperate, "Please look at me" attitude. When you walk into a room, act like you belong there without demanding attention. It's magnetic because it suggests inner security and competence. Humor plays a big role in subtle dominance. Tease her playfully without being mean, and laugh at yourself to show confidence. "You think my dance moves are bad now? Wait till you see my karaoke skills." It's charming and shows you don't take yourself too seriously. Number 2. Cultivate a sense of mystery through intellectual depth. Creating a sense of mystery through intellectual depth is like being a human puzzle, always intriguing, never fully solvable. It's not about showing off how smart you are, but about having layers that she can peel back over time. When you're talking, don't just stick to surface-level topics. Dive into things that genuinely interest you, even if they're a bit off the beaten path. Let's say you're fascinated by astrophysics or the philosophy of existentialism. Bring these topics up in casual conversation, but in a way that's relatable. You know, black holes are like the universe's ultimate mystery novels. You think you know where the plot is going, but then, bam, everything you thought you knew gets sucked into oblivion. It's interesting, funny, and shows you think about more than just the latest Netflix series. Be curious about her opinions too. Ask her thoughts on unusual subjects. Do you think time travel will ever be possible, or is it just a sci-fi dream? This sparks interesting debates and shows you value her intellect, making her more eager to engage with you. Plus, it beats the usual, "How was your day?" routine. When she shares something about her interests, connect it to something deeper you know about. If she's into art, for example, don't just say, "That's cool." Instead, go for, "Did you know that some artists use fractal patterns in their work to mimic nature's complexity?" It's like blending art with math. It's a conversation twist she won't see coming. Books, articles, and podcasts are your secret weapons. Mention something fascinating you've read or heard recently. "I was listening to this podcast about how ancient civilizations might have used sound to build pyramids. It's wild, but it makes you think about how much we don't know." This shows you're constantly learning and thinking, making her want to know more about what goes on in your mind. Don't be afraid to admit when you don't know something. It's actually endearing and makes you more human. Honestly, I have no idea why pineapple on pizza is such a hot topic. But now I'm curious. What's your take? It shows you're open-minded and eager to learn, which is attractive. Number 3. Exude nonchalant charisma. Nonchalant charisma is all about being effortlessly cool. It's the vibe of someone who doesn't need to try too hard to impress because they're comfortable in their own skin. You know the type, like that guy who can walk into a room, give a nod, and suddenly everyone wants to talk to him. The key is genuine indifference to seeking approval. It's not about being rude or aloof, but about having a relaxed confidence. When you're out with her, don't be the guy nervously checking if she's having a good time every 5 minutes. Instead, enjoy yourself and let her see that you're having fun regardless. Your enjoyment is infectious. When she asks your opinion, don't go overboard trying to please. If she wants to know if you like her favorite band and you're not a fan, be honest but lighthearted. I can see why you love them, but I'm more of a jazz nerd. Maybe we can find some middle ground, jazz covers of rock songs, anyone. It shows you're confident in your tastes without dismissing hers. Being nonchalantly charismatic also means not sweating the small stuff. If plans change or something goes wrong, roll with it. So, the restaurant lost our reservation. No biggie. There's a taco truck down the street that's probably better anyway. It shows resilience and a laid-back attitude that's incredibly attractive. Number 4. Implement strategic absence. Strategic absence is all about making your presence felt even when you're not around. It's the art of occasionally pulling back, not to play games, but to create a natural ebb and flow in your interactions. Think of it as letting her miss you a bit so she realizes how much she enjoys your company. Let's say you're usually the first to text in the morning. One day, don't. Give her a chance to reach out. When she does, respond warmly, but don't make a big deal about it. Hey, good morning to you too. How's your day going? It shows you're interested but not clingy. When you're usually available to hang out at the drop of a hat, mix it up. If she asks to meet on short notice, occasionally have other plans. I'd love to, but I've got a thing tonight. How about tomorrow? It signals that you have a life of your own, which is both attractive and healthy. In social settings, don't always be by her side. Mingle, talk to other people, and let her see you're comfortable on your own. When you do come back to her, the reunion will feel more significant. Just had the most bizarre conversation about flying squirrels. How's your night going? It keeps things fresh and interesting. Take a weekend for yourself now and then. Go hiking, visit friends, or just have a lazy day without making her the center of your plans. When you catch up later, you'll have new stories and experiences to share. You wouldn't believe what happened on my hike. Ran into a guy who claims he's seen Bigfoot 3 times. It adds a bit of mystery and excitement. In conversations, let her talk about herself and her interests. Show genuine interest, but don't reveal everything about you all at once. Keep a few stories or opinions in reserve. I've got a funny story about that, but I'll save it for next time. It gives her something to look forward to and makes your interactions more layered. The goal of strategic absence is to create a rhythm in your relationship where both of you have space to breathe and grow. It's about balancing closeness with independence, making your time together feel more special and appreciated. This way, she'll look forward to seeing you and cherish the moments when you're around. Number 5, be an enigma of contradictions. Being an enigma of contradictions is like being a walking paradox that keeps people intrigued and guessing. It's about embracing and showcasing the different sides of your personality that might not seem to fit together but make you uniquely you. Start by letting her see your adventurous side. Maybe you're into extreme sports or spontaneous road trips. I just booked a last-minute flight to Tokyo for the weekend. Figured why not experience jet lag in a different time zone? It shows you're spontaneous and up for anything, which is exciting and refreshing. At the same time, reveal your introspective side. Share how you enjoy quiet evenings reading philosophy or journaling your thoughts. After Tokyo, I'll probably need a week to recharge with my Nietzsche and some herbal tea. This balance of thrill seeker and thinker makes you intriguing because it breaks the typical mold. Mix ambition with contentment. Be someone who has big goals and works hard to achieve them, but also knows how to enjoy the present. I'm working on launching my startup, but I always make time for my Sunday nature walks. Gotta keep the zen, right? This shows you're driven but not so consumed by ambition that you forget to live. Showcase your caring yet fiercely independent nature. Be supportive and attentive in your interactions. I'm here if you need to talk about that tough day at work. But just so you know, I'm also planning a solo camping trip this weekend to clear my head. It shows you're there for her, but you also value your alone time and personal space. Let your taste in music, movies, and hobbies reflect your contradictions. Enjoy classical music, but also jam out to punk rock. One minute I'm at the symphony, the next I'm in a mosh pit. Keeps life interesting, don't you think? This diversity in interests makes you unpredictable in the best way. Embrace both your organized and spontaneous sides. Plan a meticulous date one day, then suggest an impromptu adventure the next. I've got our dinner reservation down to the minute, but after that, let's see where the night takes us. Maybe we'll find a hidden jazz club or end up stargazing. It keeps her on her toes and excited for what's next. By being an enigma of contradictions, you become a fascinating puzzle she wants to solve. You're not just one thing, but a blend of many, creating a multi-dimensional personality that's endlessly captivating. It's this complexity and unpredictability that will keep her engaged and eager to know more about the different facets of who you are. Until next time, gentlemen, stay soulfully synergized.